Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the Cumcast. This week's beer of the week is called Splitsville, and that's by 18th Street Brewing Company. And this is a milkshake IPA with banana, cherry, vanilla beans, and lactose. It's basically brewed with mosaic hops and Amarillo hops. This is definitely one of my favorite milkshake IPAs and milkshake style beers. I'm not really a fan of the milkshake sours as much, but this IPA is absolutely fantastic. We have reviewed some 18th Street Brewing Company beers before, and they definitely do not disappoint. And 18th Street is in the great city of Hammond, Indiana, so it is a local brewery. This beer has an ABV of 7.2% and a 3.9 bottle cap rating on Untappd.com. Please go and get some of this today if you can find it. I found it. I got it in a mixed 6-pack at my local liquor store, and it does not disappoint, especially if you like IPAs. Go get some today. Thank you, 18th Street Brewing Company, for producing another wonderful beer. Now let's get into the episode with Shyanne and Bro.
That's not normalized.
Is this a personal thing?
That is not normalized.
No.
Because every time I'm like, I don't want to have children. And people are like, but it's the greatest thing that ever happened to me.
It's
and I'm
your
like,
job as a woman. What's your purpose if you don't ever have children?
I hear every single
fantasized.
person that has kids say how shitty sometimes it is. But then the opposite side.
But then they go, but I actually still love these because they're my angels.
Right.
Which is great. I'm not saying you can't love your kids, but
stuff. It was like, it's a nightmare. It could break up your marriage, but it's worth it in the end.
Yeah. But I believe that it is. I mean,
yeah, if you can pull through it.
No, I just mean something
it's like the war. If you can make it through it, if you can make it through with all your fucking arms and legs, you're good.
I feel like, yes, you can love them unconditionally, but if you can't miss something you never had, and sometimes it's just not for people who don't want fucking children.
Right, and then you're like Obama. You start in office, and then after 8 years, you look like you fucking got scared by a ghost. That's every president.
You got the grace.
You fucking aged like a motherfucker.
Benefits of never having children. Looking great.
Yeah.
Being able to take naps whenever you want.
That's what your big issue is. You don't want your you don't want to
First
look
of all,
like a bag of hot garbage.
I heard childbirth is terrible, but it's so worth it. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it for you and you got something out of it and it was great for you. But I don't want that. At least not anytime soon.
I mean, I feel like I'd say stress was like that for Obama, but also it was just like he just got
Jesus, look at Nixon. He looks like he drank his way into office.
He was also a fucking criminal. So.
Yeah. Look at JW, man.
Clinton looks like shit too.
Or JW. Look at GW right here. GWB.
You know who this guy is?
Nope.
Huh?
Reagan.
The worst president in the United States.
Reagan?
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Is Carter still alive? Does he still do that Habitat for Humanity?
He still does, yeah.
Look. Monica Lewinsky sucked that dick. Don't even talk to that guy anymore.
Well, after it was like a big scandal, he just like, oh, okay, I gotta deal with Hillary now. And he's just like,
Did they get divorced or are they still?
No, I'm pretty sure
they're still together.
I think they kind of have to be married, technically.
Why?
I think JFK. JFK was in office for like a year, and so I think JFK looked better when he died.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I guess
hands down hottest.
Some would disagree because his head
hands
was
down
like,
hottest president. Go.
I don't know yet.
Pull
up a list of all of the.
You told me JFK was like your number one hottie.
He probably.
What about you?
I don't know any of the presidents.
Pull up a list of presidents and their youth.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure JFK would disagree because his head was split open like a can opener, by a bullet.
Jackie was beautiful.
So, he definitely wasn't the best looking when he died.
Jesus, Ryan. Okay, thanks.
Just known fact. Hey, it was the grassy knoll.
All right, we got them all right here.
The government killed him.
When we were doing president's facts, I went through and I said the one that I thought was hot, but I don't remember who he was. You remember when I was going through the president fun facts the other day?
That one's better.
No.
Abe's pretty sexy because the beer thing's in nowadays.
No, he looks like he's malnourished. I'm sorry.
Just because he's Slendermanish doesn't mean...
Well,
I don't know, dude. JFK.
Nope, I picked that one out. Yeah, it's JFK.
JFK, I mean...
He is very attractive, man.
Like, Bill's just got, like, he looks like his eyes are, like, a little too far apart.
They're all fucking old men. It's hard to judge from old men.
I don't know, man.
Maybe Andrew Jackson.
Andrew Jackson?
Yeah.
Right there?
Well, those are only paintings, isn't it?
That's not Andrew Jackson.
Who's that one?
That's Thomas Jefferson.
Let's go for that George Washington, man.
I don't know who that is. I don't know all my presidents.
The 5th president. Who's the 5th president of the United States?
5th president?
I would fail Citizen's Chest.
Me too, dude. I would never be able to make it in.
James Monroe. Oh, you calling out James Monroe?
I mean, never mind.
You only have paintings of those ones.
He looks like he has one eye.
No, he looks cross-eyed.
No.
He's got 2 eyes. He looks cross-eyed.
You sure, Ryan?
He's a little elderly.
Looks like my dentist.
Looks like my dentist.
No, he doesn't.
I mean, that one, go back. Oh, my dentist is gorgeous.
That one's not too bad.
Have I showed you my dentist, bro?
He's really hot.
We're not going to say names.
No, obviously.
Special K. That's his name.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
That's him. That's him.
Wow.
Click on it. Blow that up.
Well, hold on. Where's the salt and pepper at?
Salt and pepper.
He's got salt and pepper now. So there's that one.
That's a handsome man right there.
Where's the salt? He's got salt and pepper now.
Can you not go to
That's a handsome man.
His thing?
Go to his
picture's
thing,
not on
dummy.
his... Does he have a website for his clinic?
Yeah.
You should.
Facebook, bitch.
Facebook.
Doctor.
Well, yeah, he's a doctor.
He's a doctor dentist.
He's a doctor dentist.
Plain old dentist. That's as close as I got to that profession.
That's the only picture he has up. But he does have salt and pepper now, and looks way better.
Did you show me pictures?
Look,
Look
at all them ladies.
Yeah, every single all of his dental assistants are women.
Most of the time.
It's a great. I actually really love my dentist. I actually really love my dentist.
Most dental assistants are women, I feel like.
Yeah, but I actually really love my dentist. And we were talking about dentistry the other day at work, and it's like, how do they make? I was like, dentistry is the industry to be in. They're like, why? And I said, because you go to the ER for 4 hours and it's $1,000, but if you get one root canal, it's $1,000. That's one tooth. You got fucking 30 in your mouth.
Well, see, that's like I got two of my molars. I guess you could say remodeled because they ground them down and they just like did the clay shape it up thing. But it's not clay. You know what I mean?
They did a Paris Hilton on your face.
Probably, but it's like my molars. Anyway, and just to do like 1 or 2 of them was $1,000, but I had to have 4 of them done.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
So they ground them
and
down.
That's after insurance.
Yeah, that's crazy. So dentistry, definitely what you want to be in. Unless you, I mean, dietetics, that's the place to be, right?
Depends on where you live.
No comment. Just do it if you like it. If you love it, it's not working, right?
I feel like health professions in general.
If you love it, it's not working.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't like being told that I don't know what I'm doing, so that's one of the downsides. Google knows more than me now, so.
Yeah, I asked her, I was like, how many eggs a day is safe to eat? And you go, I don't know, ask Google. I was like, you're my in-house dietitian. Like, I'm not supposed to ask Google anymore. I have you.
But Google has access to all the information.
It also tells you wrong information.
Yeah.
But
I can be a curator for
information. But if Bro tells me the wrong information, it's to my face, so I can call her out on it and be like, you're wrong.
Well, if I tell you the wrong information, that's because I didn't do my research.
Yeah,
so.
And that's part of it.
I just tell people to Google it because I'm tired of people going, well, this is what I've read on Google. I'm like, okay, well, go to Dr. Google for all your health problems. He's going to tell you have cancer.
No, that's WebMD. Different. So, welcome to the episode, everybody. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Welcome back. Episode number...
We appreciate you.
Fucking 105.
105.
And Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
To everybody.
Yeah.
Happy holidays.
We are the 4th...
Happy Kwanzaa.
We are the 4th Dalmatian movie in right now.
Fourth Dalmatian.
105 Dalmatians.
Wow.
Yeah,
good
the
one.
fourth Dalmatian movie. And there's been like 8 Corellas.
Well, after 102, after 102 it was just garbage.
Yeah.
I've
So.
only seen 101.
There's like
Dalmatians.
4 Dalmatian movies.
Robo's a Disney expert. I just looked at her
I
for
know
confirmation.
Disney, but I don't like the real life version. So.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Like, I like the one where they accidentally bake Cruella into
Yes.
the cake, but...
Yeah.
Oh,
I remember the 102.
not accidentally. They on purposely
No,
make
it just
her
went up to
into
102, Cody.
Did it go to 102?
Yeah.
I'm pretty
That was
sure.
it. Because everybody's like, oh.
They
Nobody-
did make a lot of, like, sequel type
Right.
movies, because
Yeah.
I do have the
I thought it was.
It was all like 101.
I have that one. I have, like,
I thought
the
it was still a good
101
bit, though.
Dalmatians,
I thought it was
too.
still a
I have
good bit.
that one.
No.
We used to have the 102 Dalmatians. I think that's
we
the
do.
one with Spots, because I think that's the one where she gets
Well, it
baked
was
into
like
the cake.
101.
Yeah.
101, she got sent to a mental asylum. 102, she got out, and it's supposed to be all right. And then she's like,
Yeah,
oh,
see
no.
that picture right there, right below the finger one? That's the institution.
And it's
Yeah.
like the dude
102.
from, and it's like Harry from Dumb and Dumber is like trying to be the serious guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, come here, I just have $100. It's okay.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
okay.
Could you imagine cleaning up after 100 fucking dogs?
I don't even want to.
Imagine what your yard would look like if you just let them fuckers loose. Like,
It's not a yard, it's called the dump.
it's like, it reminds me of, you know those people that put their, like, dogs on the chains and it's all muddy in that circle? It's like, they
Yeah.
got their own little poop circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
I guess at that point, it wouldn't be like Kentucky Blue. It would be like Dalmatian Brown.
Oh my gosh.
Grass.
Oh.
Dalmatian Brown grass.
Yeah.
I didn't make a connection. at
Everybody
first.
always says, well, Disney should make a little area for the 101 Dalmatians, and it's like, what are you going to do with those dogs when they fucking grow up and they're not puppies anymore?
Let
like,
them go. Sell them to China like everybody else
it's
does.
like fucking animal breeding issues at that point.
I
Like,
feel like Disney would make a thing where they
Maybe
give
if you
them
had-
to good homes.
It's like when you go
Maybe
into
if
a
you
cat
had-
cafe. But
Disney's not that fucking glory.
Dalmatian is like a
I
hard
feel
breed,
like
though.
they should.
But here's the
Isn't it?
thing, though. It's like when you go into a cat cafe
There's enough
and it's
animal
tigers.
shelters.
That's what happens when you like the puppies. That's what happens when they turn the fucking dogs. Like it's just the Bumpuses from fucking
The Bumpuses
I
dogs
mean,
from a
I
Christmas
feel like
Story.
it would be okay if you did like, you know, like
Rescue.
the two, like a Purdy and Pongo, and then like they were like a mascot, kind of
Those
like
were
the
those that's what their names
Yeah.
were.
yeah.
Pongo and Perdita.
Oh, that's
Um,
a stupid name.
But like if you did the
No
mascots
fucking
like
thing,
for
then-
Butler, how
Mhm.
Butler has the bulldog.
Oh, yeah.
So if you did it like
Okay.
that, and then like when they passed away, got
Okay.
2 new replicas,
Yeah.
but not like 100 or something like that,
Yeah.
or not like a puppy farm.
It's like when they were
Puppy
it's
farm.
like-
I think
it's
those
like
are
when they
puppy
made-
mills.
Well,
Yeah, it's like when they made Milo and Otis. They just replaced the ones that died.
No, we're not talking about that. That's
because I
sad.
think the dog theme would be some people are allergic to dogs, so.
Well, that's why they
Liability.
Don't go down the
Some
fucking
people are also
log ride.
Some people are also allergic to alligators, but they just go swimming in the infested waters. So whatever.
Who the fuck is allergic to
I'm
alligators?
I'm allergic
Everybody.
to alligators.
Who isn't allergic to alligators?
The people that have died from it. Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P.
And that
all right.
Your little
boy.
baby. Yeah.
Well, thank you all so much for tuning in today. We really appreciate it. We have gotten outreach to how many different countries this month?
The download's been down, but it's been more widespread.
A fuck ton. We've got one in Iceland. So the one person that has internet right now in Iceland, we are coming in your ear holes right now.
We are.
Shout out.
So thank you all so much for tuning in. We just want to take this time. We are taking a break this holiday season, so you will hear this episode, and then we are going to have one episode next week, and that is it, and then we will come back at you after the new year. So we're just taking a quick break because we got shits to do.
Yeah.
So
you'll get this. You'll get two new episodes. You'll get one Tuesday, and then the 29th Tuesday after that, and then you won't hear us again until after the new year on the 5th. We're gonna come back and do a New Year's Eve episode, so that'll be fun.
Oh, yeah.
So you're just gonna get one episode for the next 2 weeks, and then after the new year, it'll go back to normal schedule. So just a heads up, we're just doing this for us, just to take a break for the holidays.
I have to practice how many cookies is too much.
Right. Yeah. But it's just for the holiday break, and I'm sure you guys would understand. You guys, you know.
And if you don't, well, you can't do nothing about it.
Right. But happy holidays to everybody, whatever you're celebrating out there.
Hey, you could read The Broken Girls by Simone St. James, which is the book of the month. You could do that.
You could.
What's our ETA on the Flying Spaghetti Monster?
The ETA, I have the book and have been reading it, so that'll be the book of the month for January.
What's it like, though?
Huh?
What's it like, though?
Absolutely insane.
What do you mean?
I read her the very first intro. No, I'm not going to do a spoiler, but I read...
What's a synopsis? Is that synopsis? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is synopsis is like
no, this was just like
it's just a summary.
The prologue is what's called. The prologue. Read the prologue to her, and I fucking died. I was crying, laughing. I can't remember what it said. What did it say?
Fuck, fine.
I just started dying laughing.
Something about noodly appendage.
Yeah. It basically it mentioned like the spaghetti monster touching you, gracing you with his noodly appendage, but then it said. Are you ready for an even cooler heaven where, fuck, what did it say? It said something and it said volcanoes that erupt beer. Just something, shut up. Something crazy. And I just started, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But I looked up articles because this guy went on trial for, something to do with the Flying Spaghetti Monster religion, and all the people in the crowd were wearing fucking strainers on their head, and he was wearing a strainer on his head, and he was like on trial, and it was like a court trial on what is a religion, like is it classified as one, and I can't remember what exactly it was about, but you can look it up. If you just type in Flying Spaghetti Monster in the fucking Google box.
Or Church of...
Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Shit will come up. Like, it's a real fucking thing.
The crazy thing is,
I listened to a song the other day.
Yeah.
It was a fucking song called The Flying Spaghetti Monster, and it was just, it said, it was like one of those techno beats, electronic musics, beats going.
So
and then,
dubstep?
Yeah. Anyway, it was like the beats going, and then all of a sudden it goes, spaghetti. I swear. But literally, there's fucking murals to this thing. Like, it's a real... it's a real fucking thing.
Well, I mean, that's the thing I don't get is
that one passed away.
Why can't this one be a religion, but like you can hold like snakes and shit up in the air and try not to get bit, and that's a religion,
right?
And you just pray the venom away.
That's a real thing, dude.
I mean, I don't know about putting a strainer on my head, but if everybody else is doing it, I guess I'll do it.
There are people that wear tinfoil hats to protect them from aliens. I feel like it's okay to wear a
right, but the thing is, like, your attire to go to church is pirate. You dress as a fucking pirate.
Well, but if you think about it, other big Christian-based religions, you have to dress up in your Sunday best.
This Postfarnian pastor leads a prayer at Alaska government meeting.
Your cult outfit.
See, it's a real thing. Yeah, there was, let me look at the videos. This guy's just explaining it. I wish I could, find that fucking music.
They had a
Postafarian wedding.
I love the one that has a plastic strainer.
He's Jack Sparrow.
Cute. They're sharing a noodle.
Yeah. That's fucking dope.
I wish I could find that.
Put trial up there in the search bar after that.
I feel like
trial?
The metal
because
strainer is like the
what you're looking for.
Outfit.
No, I was looking for
the plastic strainers.
For the music video. There it is, dubstep.
Yeah, if we're going to go all out, get a nice metal strainer.
Yeah. The best.
Well, I think the plastic one's just great.
This is it.
Dr.
Don't
P.
play it, or can you play it?
Yeah, a little bit.
It's really not that bad. Is that a pig?
Yeah.
That's a pig. Like, it's really not that bad.
I mean, it's alright. Turn it off.
Hold on. Spaghetti!
sounds like one of those Astro games that you play in the arcade.
But that's by Dr. P, the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Yeah, Dr. P.
Spug Heady Remix. Spag Heady Remix.
Spag Heady Remix.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, so this is definitely going to be the book of the month. And let me just tell you.
For January.
For January, let me just tell you, everybody, this is a must fucking read. Like, if you, the book, so it's going to be on audio, on Audible in January, or in late December, I believe. But the paperback book that I got, it was $15 on Amazon. And I mean, so think of it this way. You're buying a book and you're reading, so you're gaining knowledge and you're gaining, vocabulary, whatever the good things that come from reading. It's $15. It might be about absolute nonsense, or you might have a new religion, but definitely a must fucking read.
I mean, the crazy thing is, like, you're like getting really deep into it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like I've already, like, I'm going to order a sticker for the table.
You gonna convert?
I might. Like, if I'm walking around with a fucking colander on my head, just don't even pay me any attention.
I'll make you a strap so it stays on your head really good.
At least you support me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this definitely hell of a piece of information. We honestly,
I don't know.
I think we almost.
I don't know if I farted and it stinks that bad, or somebody else farted and it stinks that bad. It smells like shit in here.
But we honestly,
maybe it was me.
Ryan, honestly, if you want,
we had pizza last night, so
honestly, Ryan, if you want to do an episode on it, we could totally do an episode on just the book. Seriously.
I mean, we could. We've already gave them so much credit anyway.
Right.
I mean, because I feel like I could get behind this before I could get behind anything else. Like, when you're that cool, like, you just like, hey, Justice Pirates. All right. Fuck it.
So, pre-order, let's see.
Release date is 02/16/21.
Okay. So it comes out in February. February 16th is when it comes out on Audible. But literally, the book was
2 days after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's $15. But also, if you look at it on Amazon, it looks like a red book. It's not a red book.
It's paperback.
It's a paperback. So picture a white paperback book right here around it. That's what it looks like. Mm-hmm. But no, just the intro alone made me die laughing. So I'm about to get in deep. I might come back wearing a fucking strainer on my head and praising the spaghetti monster, and I gotta have a bowl of noodles sitting here all the time during podcast hours, just hanging out. You know?
I'm good with that.
Yeah. We might be converting all of you just in the background. We're gonna pull a Charlie Manson on you.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but
go stab that ravioli. He talks shit about my mom.
Ravioli Ryan with extra sauce.
I forgot Siri still calls me that. I'm pretty sure. I haven't done it since I changed it.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I listened to that one the other day at work.
Which one? Oh, that episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I'm getting a
little too deep. Like I said, I on an earlier episode, I sent Cheyenne a picture.
That's how they get you, though. That's how cults do it.
Yeah, I sent Cheyenne a picture of the flying spaghetti monster with Christmas lights on him and a Christmas hat, and it said Happy Holidays.
He was cute.
And you literally said, I think you're getting a little deep.
Yeah. I'm not saying flying spaghetti monster is a cult, but like that's how cults do it. Like I watched, what was it? It was Cults and Extreme Beliefs on Hulu. And it was like an A&E show. And like the first one was like Nexium. I don't know if anybody's heard of Nexium.
Oh, the Nexium cult.
It was just like a class. Like you paid.
It's a pyramid. It's based on a pyramid scheme.
Ooh. But all it was like, come to this class and better yourself. Pay $2,500. And it's like 4 days of classes where they teach you all this stuff to like give you better mental clarity and all this crap. And then they end up just like, oh, it changes your life. And then you become this. Then you give them all your money. Then this they brand you with a hot iron. It's no, right there.
Yep.
NXIVM, Nexium.
But if you guys want to hear a really good in-depth podcast about the Nexium cult, Time Suck with Dan Cummins does an episode of it, and Dan goes like way in fucking depth. He's a comedian. He goes way in depth with his topics. Go check out Time Suck. I spend hours a week listening to his shit. So Nexium is literally based off of like a pyramid scheme, and I'm sure everybody knows what a pyramid scheme. And if you're younger, you don't really know, but it's basically you sell this, so if you run the pyramid scheme, you're making all the fucking money. And you say, oh, if you sell this much, you get this level. Think of it as like a Mary Kay situation, but Mary Kay, 31.
See, I did that for a while, but with adult items.
Avon. Think of those. Those. That's almost like a pyramid scheme setup. You have to sell and invest so much fucking money. But I know that those brand names aren't like a legit pyramid scheme. A legit pyramid scheme, nobody makes fucking money besides the top dog.
Yep.
Everybody else invests everything they have. Think of it as like Scientology.
That's basically what it is.
The reason why Tom Cruise is like a level 46 wizard is because he put in $4 million, and that's why he's a level 46 wizard. Like,
but I mean,
L. Ron Hubbard's just like, I gift you the golden statue of Scientology, which is just a fucking, like a spoon from an antique store.
But I mean,
he's like, you're a level 46 wizard now.
Scientology the thing is, like, they're just doing it right. They got into celebrities' heads. But, like, that's what this NXIVM, like, Allison Mack, some would say not a very, relevant person. She was on Smallville for a little bit. So.
Oh, so she's completely fucking relevant.
Right. But, like, Keith Raniere, he was the leader of NXIVM. And, like, if the guy it was like former members who was part of it, they were just like, if I'm listening, they said, oh, I'm listening to what he's saying right now. It's like, now that I know that he's just a fraud, and it was like, he would just do like hand gestures and stuff that would just like attract people. Like what he was saying was bullshit, but he would just do
West Side!
like different hand gestures.
That's Keith Raniere?
Yeah, that's him.
He looks like if the guy from, Warriors of Virtue did crack for 20 years after that movie.
Or just got older.
Yeah. We were talking about that movie. Didn't we talk about that movie? And it was like, he's supposed to be like super scary on Warriors of Virtue. A lot of people probably haven't even seen this movie. It's fucking kangaroos that fight. And it's like the scariest bad guy. They're trying to make him scary, but he just like gore metal music. That's like the sound he makes. He goes, yeah, when he yells and
like
shit.
Crackheaded Keith Urban with dark hair.
Oh my.
No shame to Keith Urban.
That's the brand.
That's the branding.
Cults.
Yeah, what they did was they took what was it?
What the heck, man?
It wasn't like a brand like where they heat up metal and put it on you. Mm-hmm. It was like not even a.
It was a coat hanger from JCPenney.
It wasn't even a wood burning tool. It was like it was like a soldering iron type deal. And they just heated it up and pushed it into your skin. And they said that took like 40 minutes to do because they did it slow and had to do it perfect. But if you turn it sideways, it's just his initials.
It does
KR.
look like...
It's KR. Keith Raniere. They're just like, oh, we're supposed to get this special symbol. And she's just like...
He's the Brantley Gilbert of cults.
But it's crazy because they're like, we're just supposed to get these... We're supposed to get these symbols. And they're just like, it's just his fucking initials. They're like, this shit was a total fucking scam. But it was just like, it was supposed to be just a class to better yourself. And that's just what it turned into.
I'm telling you, man, we could totally just make a cult. The pig milking cult. And we would like, it's like an email at work, like you CC, we were CCing the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, when it goes to a sexual cult, like...
That's not good.
That's not good. It was like, we gotta milk your titties.
No, we're just gonna 100% just talk about utter bullshit like that. Utter bullshit.
Did you mean to do that?
No. You sound like you want to say something.
She did.
Speaking of cults, I've never been to a spin class, but I swear a spin class is a cult.
It probably is.
Yes! Everybody wants to
do it. And they broadcast it on, like, the radio and shit.
That's like, once you get in, that's like kind of like CrossFit, too. Because once you get into CrossFit, it's like a whole...
Jazzercise.
Well, it's just like everything. You get into a group.
There's an article on this. So, cult or not, both Peloton and traditional spin classes are a great workout. If you're already into fitness, if not, hearing people talk about it all the time can be annoying and does you no good. All of these classes are just tools to achieve our goals, and no amount of tech is good enough a motivation as the one that comes from within.
So one of the you got a leader, and then y'all gotta ride that bike.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah, look at that. Oh,
but that's just like that's everything. You could join a group. That's like me and Cody. Me and Cody love craft beer. It could be a craft beer cult, but once it's just like you gotta like jerk off into a cup whenever you join or whatever. That's when it begins.
This is our seasonal beer. Yeah. It's called the It's a
Make America Shoot Again.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good name.
I don't know.
It's a semen. It's a season beer.
Seasonal
semen beer.
It's a white stout. It's
a white
stout.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say white stallion.
Ugh, Jesus fucking Christ!
Excuse you.
That is the sound.
I'm telling you, we can make it's the pig milking cult. We just volunteer our time at the farmer's market, just helping.
Except one thing,
pigs relieve their udders.
We bottle our farts and we save them.
Yeah, and you have to sniff them.
We make the dirty bubble from SpongeBob.
Oh God!
That's how we take over the government. We just make one giant dirty bubble.
And then just
perfect.
Bowling ball it into them.
Yeah. You're nothing but pins.
What?
You're nothing but pins.
You're nothing but pins.
Pinhead Larry.
I'm nerdy Diane.
We're just gonna be like Walmart. We're just gonna partner with everybody. We're just gonna drag in craft beer and Flying Spaghetti Monster. We're gonna do all revolutionary teaching.
What more could you fucking want? Noodles and beer.
Yeah, exactly. Noodles, beer, and bullshittery.
Yeah, best things in life.
Isn't it? It's like it's like if we made our own Homeward Bound, but it was like a snake, a bird, and a fucking snail.
Wait. What about a ferret? A ferret instead of a...
Ferrets are
instead of a... I know, but...
No, you gotta have a snake. You gotta have a snake.
No, do the ferret instead of a snail.
A snail?
Yeah.
A ferret, I don't know, man, because the snail's there.
Just add it in
and
there.
it's just like, you either gotta hop on the bird's back or the snake's back.
Why don't we just pick the slowest fucking animals? We're gonna get a turtle, and we're gonna get a snail. And what else is slow? A slug.
I'm talking
the shittiest fucking animals.
I'm talking
you can put fucking
a slug is a snail. A slug is a snail without a home. Right.
The American dream. Eagles, anacondas, and ferrets.
No, we just pick the ones that you can kill with condiments. Like, you put salt on an animal and it dies.
Yeah.
That's us.
Fucking great. Good choice.
Power be to the slug.
What we want to tell the people. We're slow and we're weak.
A slug is just a snail without a home.
Yeah.
We're cute. They get really fat sometimes.
Yeah, I got some fat snails.
Didn't you tell me not to step on one time?
Yes, they're really... I think they're...
We were walking, and she's like, "Don't step on that snail." I was like, "What snail?" You're like, "That one." I was like, "Okay."
It was on our trip to Nashville. He was on one of the little step tiles.
Yeah, you fucking weirdo.
No, save the animals.
Including the weak ones.
Slug lives matter.
If nobody stands up for them, who will?
A Homeward Bound with only tortoises, but they're missing for like 3 months.
Like that fucking one.
There's two.
Those fucking two. Jeremiah just let them out in the yard and forgot about them. Went in to bake some fucking ham sandwich.
I don't fucking know. I don't know how they get out.
I don't know how a 200-pound tortoise gets out. How do you think a 200-pound tortoise gets out, bro?
Of a caged fucking area.
With his legs.
I think there's a special breed of flying tortoises.
I feel like they did.
I think we just think they're really slow, but they're actually really smart.
Yeah. It's like Chicken Run, that movie.
Oh, I fucking love Chicken Run. I don't want to be a part.
Yeah,
I don't like
right? I love that part.
It's like, flap your wings, flap your arms. That's what turtles doing, man. They just flew.
Rocky. Yep. No. Yeah. What's the update on?
We get the Flying Spaghetti Monster to do a cameo in the Turtle Homeward Bound movie, and he teaches them how to fly. So that's how they get home.
I'll watch that.
E.T.
What if it's like Flying Spaghetti Monster? Like if you want to fly like the Flying Spaghetti Monster, you have to like touch his meatball and like one of his meatballs, and you fly to it.
That's his eyes.
I feel like that's the perverted.
No, his meatballs are like right here on his tits.
His meatballs are his tits.
That's how you...
My meatballs.
You gotta touch my meatballs.
Yeah. Touch my meatball.
What is that called?
What?
Where you get more
The
intelligent?
third eye.
Yeah, but like I feel like there's a name for it.
It's your third eye.
Enlightenment?
Telepathy.
Yeah, that's how you get enlightened as you touch his meatball.
Let me show you the way.
Meaty claws.
Do what?
This is a quote of a special because big meaty claws.
That's who comes for Christmas is big meaty claws. Big old meatball man.
Here comes meaty claws. Here comes meaty claws.
And he's
right down skinny sauce name.
and he has all of his little shells. Like
yeah.
Yeah, shell pasta, man. Shell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love shell.
Shell on a shelf, man.
And you know he was here. You know he was here because there's just a marinara trail.
Marinara trail.
And he has
gonna be great.
Cavatappi deer.
Oh, yeah.
Are those the corkscrew ones?
Yeah.
What's a copy?
Cavatappi, it's the
Y'all,
corkscrew
pasta
one.
knowledge is surpassing mine.
Cavatappi.
That's what they teach. That's what the Gospel of the Flying Spaghetti Monster is just teaching pasta knowledge. Everybody has to know the different types of pasta.
I feel like I need to know this now. Cavatappi.
It's like a little pigtail.
Hey, that's what we did for
That's for
Thanksgiving.
macaroni and cheese. That's what you use.
No, the best macaroni and cheese is shells. I will fight for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Anybody arguing? No. That's why. Because it's the greatest.
All right.
I'm just saying most restaurants always use that one.
Yeah, they do.
Cavatappi.
And it's super. It's
I think y'all
actually.
used it
It's
for-
actually a lot more
Baked
expensive.
mac and cheese.
It's actually a lot more expensive.
We paid like
to be honest.
$1 a box.
Huh?
We paid like $1 a box.
No, it wasn't. It's more
And
expensive.
so
than
it was
shells.
10 for 10.
Huh?
It was 10 for 10.
This ain't no fucking discounted bread. 10 for
I'm
10.
talking. Well, we bought it. Fuck, I don't pay full price for nothing.
I
Oh, what you
mean,
talking about?
we tell you to eat the whole, what is it? The whole grain pasta? Whole grain
whole
bread,
wheat.
whole grain. Well, whole wheat's different than whole
Oh.
grain, but a lot of people even on that, like when they're saying like, "Oh, it's so expensive to eat healthy," it's like, well, the whole grain pasta's $1, and that pasta's expensive.
Yeah.
Well, also, it's like when you like to be the person over the course of time, it's just like, you know what's bad for you? Butter. You know what's great for you? Margarine.
Oh,
Like,
God. And then you go, but you know what's bad for you? The margarine, because we done fucking altered the chemicals.
no, seriously, like how would you like to? Like the person's just like, eggs are terrible for you.
I love
it's
that
like, don't
person.
eat them. And it's just like, you know what's great? Just vegetable oils. It's vegetables. Like you can eat all of it.
Yeah.
Broccoli gives you cancer.
Tomatoes too. Did you know that? What did you tell me about
Just
the
the
cholesterol
seeds.
of eggs?
Oh,
It was something to do with the cholesterol of eggs, depending on what you eat after it.
I don't remember.
Egg cholesterol
But-
is not the same as bad cholesterol. The cholesterol
No.
that comes from eggs is pillowy and it doesn't stick together like bad cholesterol.
Well, it was something Barbara had told me. It was a long time ago, but she
Well,
said,
nutrition probably changed since
there's
then. But
there's
yeah.
technically 3 types of cholesterol.
well, but it was the one from the egg. It could swing either way, but it just depended on, like, it was
what
a
you ate
neutral.
before and
And
what
what
you
you
ate
eat after
yeah.
of it will
Yeah.
determine what the cholesterol
So
was.
if you have
Because
eggs,
it depends on so with cholesterol, it's like, and fats, it's like how your body is able to pick it up and move it through the bloodstream. Because with the saturated fat, the reason that, it's saturated, so it has no bonding areas to pick it up. So it's like,
So it's just going to sit in your bloodstream.
It's like a bar of soap.
it's like when you have a delivery, you got the mailman comes, but the mailbox is locked. So you can't, and the mailman don't got the
So
key
he
to the
just
mailbox.
keeps- so he just keeps
So he
going.
just keeps going. And then the mailbox that it's unlocked, the mailman has access to reach
Right.
his
So
hand in.
The
what
slutty
happens-
mailbox
So
is
what would
always
happen to it?
mailbox.
What would happen to the saturated fat then?
You're gonna get a fucking,
Clogged arteries.
you're gonna get
Arthrosclerosis.
you're gonna have a fucking heart attack, man.
That's plaque buildup and fat in your artery walls. And eventually causes blood clots.
Yeah.
You're gonna fucking die. You're going
That's what happens.
So I shouldn't eat eggs with cookies then, right?
Eat at your own risk.
In moderation.
But I know
sure,
I know there's 3 different types of cholesterol, and there's good, bad, and there's like
Then there's
Really
the ugly.
well, there's pillowy. There's like a pillowy cholesterol that mainly comes from
Well,
eggs.
there's HDL, LDL, and VLDL.
What's VLDL?
The dirty one.
Google.
You know, sometimes
I just know eggs are not bad for you. If you eat a shit ton of them, they can be.
Yeah.
Especially if you have high cholesterol in your family, you're prone to high cholesterol.
Yeah, if you have high cholesterol or if you have health problems.
but it's a fucking myth. It's
if
just a myth.
If you have health problems, then definitely eggs are not a good source of nutrition for you, unless you're eating
I
them
would
in
not
moderation.
say that.
In moderation.
Egg whites, the best.
I just know that a healthy human can definitely eat more eggs.
I don't need a lot of fat anyway in
Well,
my
I
diet.
feel like I'm a relatively healthy human.
I
I
wouldn't
just can't
tell
eat eggs
anybody
because
to
I
not
have
eat
been
You're
eggs.
allergic.
You're allergic, yeah.
Yeah.
The only reason to not eat eggs If you want to eat an egg, eat a fucking egg, okay? But if the only reason you don't eat egg is because you're allergic, that's okay.
I still eat eggs.
But if you don't eat eggs because you think they're bad for you, you're dumb.
Right.
You can do whatever you want, bro.
Yep. But
VLDL cholesterol is usually estimated as a percentage of your triglyceride value. An elevated VLDL cholesterol level is more than 30. I don't know. The best way to lower your VLDL cholesterol is to lower your triglycerides.
Yeah, the VLDL. So the LDLs, how I remember it, is you want the LDLs to be low and you want the HDLs to be high.
Right.
So
which makes sense because HDL and LDL.
Which HDL is good cholesterol, and that comes from eating a healthy diet and regular exercise.
Also, for cholesterol, a lot of people who are on cholesterol medications, the reason that their cholesterol medication works is because you eat something and it's got cholesterol in it. Well, you take this medication. The medication is able to bind it's not binding to the bad cholesterol, it's binding to the receptors in your intestines where it absorbs the cholesterol.
Oh.
So it for a second in time, the medicine will bind to those receptors, and then you just poop out the cholesterol.
Wow!
So that's actually what it does.
So it's just inhibiting you from absorbing it. Then it has other nutrition.
So it grabs that bad cholesterol or all of the cholesterol.
It doesn't grab any cholesterol.
It allows your body to pass it out.
Yeah, it's like
excrete.
It's like that door lets me into the body, so the medicine will lock that door, and then the cholesterol just got to walk down the hallway to find a different exit.
Which is your bunghole.
It just finds the exit.
Instead of being trapped in the room, it lets you go through.
They usually use like plant like phytols and stuff.
Right. So high. What does high VLDL mean? So VLDL is the body's main source of energy during continuous prolonged fasting. High levels of VLDL may indicate hyperlipidemia, too much cholesterol in the body, resulting from genetic causes in individuals' diet.
Yeah.
But you can get it from prolonged fasting, though.
Probably, yeah.
Huh.
I feel like it would have to be an extreme amount of fasting.
I mean, I feel like it would be a starvation situation at that point. And at that point, you're also making ketones, and you're probably going to get some ketoacidosis, but that's another
So VLDL helps cholesterol to build up on the walls of the arteries. Therefore, it is considered to be a type of bad cholesterol.
It's what clogs your arteries.
Mm-hmm. So it helps the bad cholesterol, which is LDL, bind to the walls of your arteries. Mm-hmm. I just know,
I just knew there was two bad cholesterols. I didn't know the puffy pillow cloud cholesterol you were talking about.
To be honest, in every single thing you eat, unless it gets absorbed by your body or you shit it out, it's in your bloodstream for life. Like, it's just circulating through your body forever. And that's where the buildup cholesterol comes. Yeah, and that's where the buildup cholesterol comes from. Mm-hmm. And so it's literally everything you eat over the course of your life. So if you don't eat fucking garbage your entire life, you'll probably live a decent, decently long, healthy life with not minimal health issues.
Whoa!
But if you eat like shit and you think vegetables have vegetables in them, you're definitely not going to live that long, and you're not going to have a very healthy life, to be honest with you. But vegetable oils, for one, though, vegetable oils do have a huge amount of omega-3 and 6 in it. And that's how they introduced it as, like, it's a good thing. It's got our omega-3s and 6s.
Avocado oil? Does that have something good?
It's considered a healthy fat. It's considered a healthy fat oil. Vegetable oils, they brought it into the market as like it does have a huge amount of omega-3s.
So they basically did, what is that? The false advertisement shit. This is so good for you, but then there's all it's the
same thing as like, hey, margarine's great for you. It's 0 calorie. No, it's not. It's oils.
It might have 0 calorie, but it's got this.
And the same thing with sucralose.
If anything has fat in it, it's never going to be 0 calories. Right. So you know.
And the same thing with like sucralose. It's like, oh, sucralose, it's 0 calories. I see old people that still buy sucralose because they're like, it's good for you. And I'd rather you eat all the sugar than all the sucralose. To be honest with you, sugar literally comes from a fucking plant. I'd rather you eat that than eat real sugar comes from a plant. I'd rather you eat that than something that was produced by fucking Frank in the lab.
I threw mine away, okay?
Yeah, Ryan's like, Ryan, since Ryan's been on a health kick, recently in the past months, he's like, sucralose, man, it's 0 calories. I was like, What are you
It's
doing?
technically not 0 calories.
But you go, I go, what are you doing? You're like, what do you mean it's 0 calories? Let me do what I want. I was like, it's sucralose though. And you go, so it's not bad for you. And I was like, yes it is. I was like, you should stop using it. And you use it all. Didn't you use it like every day?
No.
But
stevia is plant derived.
Stevia is plant derived,
Yeah.
but no stevia actually has 100% stevia in it. If it does, that or monk fruit, if it does, it's super expensive because it is.
But that would be a
from
sugar
plants.
alternative.
Yes. But even it's not 100%. Like nothing's 100% fucking guaranteed.
I mean, usually it's like erythritol though. So
Everyone's telling me my facts are false. My questions are false.
I'm not saying facts are false.
Well,
I'm
feel
just
free to
saying,
interrupt.
It's not.
I'm just saying because nutrition is just an ever evolving little baby.
Well, feel
okay?
free to interrupt.
That's not how we were raised.
Here's the thing, everybody.
I would disagree.
I
That's how
don't
she
know
was raised.
everything. I don't know everything, and I'm gonna say that. But at the same time, there are some situations where it's better to use the sugar alternatives than sugar,
Right.
depending on your health status.
Like if
and
you got diabetes.
Yeah. Depending on what your status is. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But
yeah.
that's all. That's all I got.
If you
I wouldn't
have
say it's good
diabetes,
for you. I wouldn't say it's bad for you. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
depending on your situation, you gotta use what you gotta use.
how about we just all come to an agreement and just say eat a healthy, balanced diet?
I think we should just say do what you want. I mean,
Eat pasta.
if you're gonna
Eat
die,
pasta.
if you're
Eat marinara.
if
Eat
you're,
marinara.
if you're gonna eat like shit,
Convert to the flying spaghetti
Eat the
monster.
meatballs.
if you're gonna eat like shit, you're gonna die young, but you're gonna be happy. Just FYI,
Or you might die sad because
Yeah.
you're
alone and fat.
Not saying everybody is.
All I know is, guys, just eat a balanced, healthy diet. Don't eat like shit.
Just eat as good as you possibly can
Yeah.
within your situation.
Yeah, but literally, that's how. Back to what I was saying. That's how they
Or run a
introduce.
lot.
That's how they
Make smart
introduce.
choices.
That's how they introduce the shit over the years. That's what I was saying. How would you like to be that dude that's just like, you know what's great for you? Sucralose. Why is it great for you? It's 0 calories. Like it's got to be great for you, right?
Gotta be great for
gotta be
you.
good for you.
It's just like I can't believe it's not butter.
It's not. It's
Fun
fucking
fact, everybody:
sprayable.
if you can spray butter through it's like a spray nozzle, it's not fucking butter.
Yeah, I have that.
But if you have a lung transplant, please use your spray butter because it's really good for you instead of the fats if you're on a low fat diet.
Right.
And have a lung
Why?
transplant.
Why? Okay, so what? So what's with the lung transplant? How does that pertain
Okay,
to?
so one of the things that we kind of say for lung transplants, if they are post-transplant, this is what I did in one of my rotations, everybody, so you know. So what happens is when you get a lung transplant, they gotta dig in your freaking cavity and kind of steal your bad lungs, your deflated lungs, your diseased lungs. And when they go and they dig in your cavity, what happens is you have a vagus nerve. So it's actually your 10th
Does it
cranial
have a
nerve.
casino in it?
No, it's like Vegas, not like Vegas. It's like Vegas.
It's like Reno.
So what happens is it's your 10th cranial nerve. It connects to your stomach. It allows your
Reno's a city in
stomach.
Nevada.
Well, I know, but I don't get
They
it.
call the biggest little city. It's like
shit.
It's like a tiny Las Vegas.
Oh.
It's the fake Las
It's like
Vegas.
everybody wants to go to Vegas to have fun, but
Faux Las
if you're
Vegas.
poor and you're disgusting, you go to Reno.
Hey,
It's
let's
where
go
your
to
guys'
Reno.
dad would have taken you instead of Vegas.
My dad wouldn't take me anywhere. He'd leave for cigarettes and never come back.
So what happens is you like bump that little nerve because it's connected to your stomach. So what happens is after or post a lung transplant, what happens is if you bump that, it disturbs your gastric function. So your stomach's not gonna have like good emptying process. It's gonna kind of work a little funky, and so you're gonna have delayed stomach emptying. And when you have delayed stomach emptying, it means if you eat something, your body is gonna take a longer time to kind of move it through the stomach. So if you keep eating, it's gonna build up, and you're gonna have reflux.
Oh.
And reflux in lung patients, if you have reflux, it will kill. It can get into your lungs, and it can kill your lungs. It
Right.
can-
God.
yeah. So it's really big
I've
deal.
seen. Well, there people that can get throat cancer can get it from acid reflux.
Mm-hmm.
People with chronic acid reflux can get throat cancer.
Well, that's why they give you like omeprazole and some
Prilosec.
Yeah.
Well, it's a real thing. Like anything can literally give you cancer. Literally, like people that have chronic acid reflux.
We all know that fats and proteins are harder to digest in your stomach, just because.
So it's time to convert to pastafarianism.
So when you
wait, what about carbohydrates?
Oh yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Oh, good.
Pastafarianism.
Bread's okay.
What we do is we do a low fat diet for these people because depending on their percentage, because there's like a high percentage where like with my guy we had to set him up for enteral feeding, which is tube feeding.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't allowed to eat anything but full liquids. And full liquids are okay because it's a liquid. You don't have to... You just pass through.
Yep.
And so it goes out like it comes in is what they tell me.
Oh, wow!
Like White Castle.
Yeah, whole. It tastes like onion.
Yeah.
But if you put them on a low-fat diet, then, it'll just pass through. It'll help ease the stomach emptying. But we say, like, margarine and stuff because it's... Or the spray, because it's better, but it's not really, like... We don't want you to cook in oil, but if you just spray it, it's not going to really...
So it's like
add to your food. Yeah, it's just going to be a little bit.
It's,
Pam spray,
Pam!
Pam! Is it pan or Pam?
Are you saying pan? Pan. No, Pam. It's Pam.
There's something for everybody.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right.
I just think that's really interesting that if you bump a nerve, your stomach's fucking like, well, fuck, we out of business, boys.
All right, let's get into some news stories real quick.
All right.
And then we'll get out of here.
Bringing us back 51 years in the past. So one of the Zodiac serial killer ciphers has finally been
Why is her
solved.
face so small?
Huh?
That's just how she's got big hair.
Oh, okay.
Big
It's
hair.
the 60s.
Big hair, don't care, brother bear. So anyway, so one of the Zodiac killer ciphers has finally been solved, and we were watching a true crime documentary.
Oh, yeah.
It's the 340. So the 340 cipher has finally been cracked. It's one of the most notorious ciphers that has ever been sent in. I think it's one of the only ones that are unsolved. There's a few more that still are, but this one is called the 340 because it has 340 characters. So David Orenchak, Jarl von Eeke, I don't know.
Just fucking skip it.
Anyway,
Jesus Christ.
and Sam Blake. Well, I want to give them credit. Are the three men of different from different areas of the world that work together to decode the cipher. So this was one of the first letters sent to the San Francisco Chronicle in 1969. The message involved the following, including the misspelling of the word paradise. So this is the message right here, and it's super fucking creepy. I hope you are having... Oh, go on. I hope you're having lots of fun trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show, which brings up a point about me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber, because it will send me to paradise, which is misspelled. Where is that at? It's right here. Which is misspelled all the sooner. Because I now have enough slaves to work for me, where everyone else has nothing when they reach paradise. So they are afraid of death. I am not afraid, because I know that my new life will be an easy one in paradise death.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's all.
It's like Fat Batman.
Oh, man.
So the men have been working on the message since 2006. I just thought the message was super fucking creepy because it's like that. He's making slaves to serve him in hell. That's his opinion. So with him killing people is getting slaves that will serve him because it's in certain mindsets for serial killers. It's basically if you kill them, they're yours. They're your slave. And I believe that's how Ed Kemper kind of saw it too.
And he's really smart too, isn't he?
He's super smart.
Yeah.
So the men have been working on the message since 2006. Orenchek is quoted saying, "It was a very big shock I never really thought we would find anything because I got so used to failure. The Zodiac is most known for leaving a trail of 5 unsolved murders between 1968 and 1969. He was never caught, but gained notoriety by writing the letters to the San Francisco Chronicle, and to police and local media, up until 1974. So sometimes in code boasting about the killings. The case continues to be an ongoing investigation at the San Francisco Police Department. They use the unique software. They can sift through 650,000 variations of the message. And this is what it takes so long, because it's a super weird code. And if people can look up the pictures of the actual, the letters, it's just these weird fucking cipher things.
Zodiac.
Yeah.
It's Zodiac symbols, dude.
Whatever, bro. So the only downside is that it did not hold any personally identifying information. Warren Check does not have much hope for the other 2 ciphers that have not been solved, because the first one was almost hopeless to solve.
But in his letters, aren't there characters, and I think it was the 340 or whatever that one was called, that it actually spells out his name?
That
theory.
That from the documentary called The Most Dangerous Animal, the most dangerous animal of all, and it's written on behalf. It's right here. Man says he presents deceased dad, whatever. But it's
really
called The Most Dangerous Animal of All. It's a really good documentary. It does have very strong points, but it also has non-identifying features or characteristics as well. Like, it's not 100% foolproof. This man believes it.
You can't verify it, because the only one that would be able to verify it would be
the guy in the documentary made a lot of money writing the book and a lot of money getting the notoriety from it. But I'm not discrediting it, because it does make some sense. But
it's pretty convincing.
It is pretty convincing, but it is also one of those things where it's not 100%, and until we can get some verifying evidence,
which you won't be able to.
Right, exactly, because the supposed Zodiac killer has been definitely fucking dead, unless he's like 90. And that's pretty much it. But I thought it was kind of creepy and actually kind of interesting.
It was super good.
Yeah. All right, so moving on to the next one. This one is Christmas themed, since this will be 2 days before Christmas, whenever it comes out, 3 days before Christmas. So a woman gets an angry note about her Christmas decorations, so she just keeps adding more.
Yes.
Yes, girl.
So
yes,
a woman received an angry note from one of her neighbors complaining about the decorations outside her home, but instead of taking them down, she just kept adding a shit ton more.
How passive aggressive
is how you fucking do it. That's exactly how you fucking do it.
Especially if you're a woman.
We call that a double fuck you, because you do it with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, I'm good.
Don't you like my new lights?
Don't you like my new lights? You fucking bitch.
But I feel like that lady off of the
Martha Mayhew.
Oh yeah. That's a Martha Mayhew syndrome right there.
When she just pulls out that gun, she's like, "It's new. You like it?" Yeah, that's just. But you get people like that all the fucking time.
Is that a Christmas gargoyle?
Oh
yes.
Yeah.
I'd say she just had that, and she's like, "Fuck it, I'm putting a hat on this bitch."
I love it.
It's great.
So this, was an issue. The woman has a gargoyle statue outside in front of their house, so she decided to put a hat on it. And she put an elf on the shelf, like he was writing it. And
because why the fuck not?
But you'll always have people that are like this, though.
I want to see her full house. Like, is this what they're complaining about? The 3 fucking decorations? Like, yeah. See, like what? Like that's. That's not even.
Yeah, is that it, Ryan?
It says one of her neighbors had a strong dislike for the statue and wrote the woman a letter telling her that it was not appropriate.
How dare you? He can't move.
Right.
How dare you decorate this really heavy cement gargoyle?
It wasn't keeping with the Christmas spirit. So she recommended the statue be rectified immediately. So the unnamed woman decided to take her advice and rectify things, but probably not the way that the neighbor had hoped. So she just had a statue out there, and she put a beard on it and a hat and the little elf on the shelf.
I like how this says a woman is at war with her Karen neighbor. That's fucking Karen over there.
So she decided to put a Christmas tree, a little snowman.
There's the rest of it.
The flamingos are even wearing hats.
But she has like Halloween decorations like dead cats and dead dogs and shit. And she's just...
It's a COVID stuffed animal.
Oh, it's so cute,
Wearing a Christmas hat.
But
like the non-traditional decorations are so cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, who doesn't want a rat with a diaper on it and a hat?
But so she just started
hat.
dressing up like Halloween decorations and shit and just making it her own because people were just pissed off.
You know what I would do to Karen? I'd grab that
hippo.
COVID stuffed animal, I'd throw it at her door.
Yeah.
She's not going to get COVID, obviously, because of the stuffed animal.
Why spend more money buying Christmas decorations when you can just deck up your fucking Halloween?
Bro, you know what's fucked up? They made a stuffed animal of the COVID-19 virus.
It's kind of cute.
See, that's what's fucked up. That's what's fucked up. Like that's like if you made a fucking John Wayne Gacy stuffed animal, like one of those Funko Pop characters. It's just John Wayne Gacy with like a bloody knife. And it's just
I bet you'd buy it.
I mean, if it's
I would
cute,
definitely fucking buy it. Weird true crime, like shit memorabilia is going in the fucking studio. Like, I'd totally buy it.
People are fucking weird. They'll buy anything.
If I had thousands of dollars, I'd buy one of his John Wayne Gacy paintings. Like,
yeah,
if I farted in a bottle, I could probably sell it on eBay. That's how weird people are.
Yes. You could probably sell it on Tinder.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Beanie Baby. The rat one.
Yeah. Plenty of Beanie Babies.
It even has a diaper on it.
I don't think you can sell anything on Tinder. I think that's just broadcast.
Yeah, but the lady said that she filed a complaint with the Homeowners Association, and this lady obviously doesn't give a shit. She says
they gonna give her a prize for the best decorated house, best decorated front porch.
No, see the HOA. She walks to the HOA and just like, we know this bitch Karen. Okay,
so
you're good. Like,
she's defiling the Christmas spirit, is what they said. But it's like,
can you click on the 10 pictures?
Any Christmas decoration is a Christmas decoration. You can have a fucking Christmas gargoyle. You can have she put a beanie on the flamingo.
I love it.
But she just put like,
it's not even her house. It's like this person has to really like look at her front
front steps.
Yeah.
But she's just throwing like plushies out there.
But okay, so is the gargoyle out there? Is the gargoyle out there first? Is the gargoyle out there 100% of the time?
I think
it said it was too heavy to move, and she never moves it.
So you make it less intimidating with a beard and a hat, and then I have a problem with that because Christmas is about Jesus, and Jesus don't like gargoyles. Okay,
so put a beard on him and some fucking sandals.
My name is Karen, and Karen is the French word for gargoyle, and I don't appreciate that. You're calling me a gargoyle.
In that gargoyle's mouth.
Oh yeah, that would have made it better.
But that's basically what she said. She said she was defiling the Christmas spirit.
I would pay $20 to that group of kids that keeps moving turtles to move that fucking gargoyle statue right outside of the door.
We don't know how the turtles escape.
I'm telling you, it's a group of fucking kids. That's everything happens. It's kids.
It's like she even knitted or crocheted a freaking outfit for that.
We got all the holidays right here.
Dead fish thing.
Look at that dead rat.
That dead rat's opening his mouth for them candy and that eggnog.
He like gumdrops.
Is that the COVID-19? Yeah, it is a COVID-19 doll. Put a little beanie on it.
So freaking cute.
Fucking slap a TY tag on it.
If it wasn't so deadly. So cute.
Is that a picture?
I think
it's Macaulay Culkin.
Oh yeah, that's Home Alone. She decorated,
Yeah, that bird's a creeper.
It's really cute.
He's having fun. He's got a little Christmas lights around his neck.
Literally like you have an issue. Like, the gargoyle's there first, and then you slap something non-intimidating. You put an elf on his back and a hat and a beard. It's just like, I have a problem with this. This is not right.
But the thing is, if it was just like a bunch of dolls on the front porch, it would just be like, clean up your garbage. But it's in the Christmas spirit. It's gonna go away.
I mean, but it's her front porch.
Right.
Like, don't look at it.
So, you know, the Rudolph Island of Misfit Toys?
Yes.
You know it's a flying lion?
Yeah.
That's what that gargoyle looks like. Yes.
Give her a movie lesson.
I just know that literally if you don't have a problem with the gargoyle up to this point, you should not have a fucking problem with making him a Santa gargoyle. All right? Yeah. Because let's all be honest, Santa Claus was a gargoyle. Okay? Only one thing can make it all the way around the world in one night, and that's a gargoyle. Right?
That's the weird thing. Like, you caused drama by, like, she just had this here. And she was like, oh, let's be festive. Let's put an elf on a shelf and a hat and a beard on it.
I pay $8 a month to this HOA, and I do not deserve this treatment.
But it's crazy because people do that all the time. Like, if they have, like, lions, like, as, like, their driveway entrance or whatever, they'll put, like, a little hat on it and shit.
Oh, I'm going to read this note. God and Santa love all creatures, great and small. That's why we have veterinarians. You know who they don't love? They don't love mean Karens who throw tiny creatures. Bad Karen. You're a very bad Karen. No treats for you. You got to think about what you did. 6 feet back, please.
6 feet, ma'am.
I'm glad I saw that note.
Dude, if this lady messes with your decorations, freaking...
That's
she's
trespassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great. That's you win. You win the Christmas decoration.
Decorate.
You win
Keep
the golden spaghetti monster statue.
If you're listening,
and Karen
freaking keep
Christmas
decorating because
year.
I want to see how this. Like, keep decorating until it's freaking January.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see how this evolves.
Put a big fucking rubber penis out there and put a hat on.
Put a hat on. And a scarf. You don't want a cold willy.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So to close out the episode, I'm just going to give you the overview of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, the Gospel of the Flying Spaghetti Monster.
God, you're really into this.
Yeah. So I'm just going to give you the overview for a couple minutes, and just bear with me, and hopefully we all get a laugh.
I mean, should we have somebody else read it?
No, I got it.
I don't know.
Behold, the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, FSM, today's fastest growing carbohydrate-based religion. According to the church founder Bobby Henderson, the universe and all life within it were created by a mystical and divine being, the Flying Spaghetti Monster. What drives the FSM's devout followers, aka Pastafarians? Some say it's the assuring touch of the FSM's noodly appendage. Then there are those who love the worship service, which is conducted in pirate talk and attended by congregants in dashing buccaneer garb. Still others are drawn to the church's flimsy moral standards, religious holidays every Friday, or the fact that Pastafarian heaven is way cooler. Does your heaven have a stripper factory and a beer volcano? Intelligent design has finally met its match, and it has nothing to do with apes or the Olive Garden of Eden.
You gotta read the title. Do the title now.
Sims should get behind this and fucking make it part
right
of freaking Sims because...
Yeah. Can I get a ramen from the congregation?
We already have
It's
freaking
ramen.
talk like a pirate.
Yeah, but you gotta do it like a
Sims.
pirate first.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the point. Remember when we found that out?
Yeah.
I was like, what's ramen? You know, ramen!
Yeah.
What's a ramen?
Within these pages, Bobby Henderson outlines the true facts, dispelling such malicious myths as evolution, only a theory. Science, only a lot of theories. And whether we're really descended from apes. Fact, humans share 95% of their DNA with chimpanzees, but they share 99.9% with pirates! See what impressive credentialed top scientists have to say.
I don't think it's ramen. It just says ramen.
No, it's
Read the book and decide.
Ramen.
Read the book and decide for yourselves.
Oh, fuck!
Oh, the horny ghost.
So what? So babe, what were actually pirates? I know you heard that you listened to that podcast about the facts about pirates.
They were people that just really disagreed with the way that Britain was being ruled with, so they decided to retaliate.
Go steal
Karen.
shit.
They were named.
Well, no, they
Karen.
weren't. Initially, they didn't steal shit. They
Their
were just
names-
like, fuck this, I'm out, let's
Their
get on the
names.
boat.
Their names were Karen.
Are you a Karen if you disagree with your service but you don't report it to the manager? Like,
No.
I was
No.
listening to the radio.
Karens have
and
an
they were
issue
like-
with their food, but then they eat it all and then they get
Karens are the ones that
so
go and
there
leave
was
a
this
bad
guy,
joke with you.
and he was like, he didn't want to like look rude, so he ate some of it. But then he was like, his waiter was like, "Is it okay?" And he was like, "No, not really."
That's a Carol.
And-
That's passive aggressive.
And the guy was like, the waiter was like, "Oh, do you want me to get you a new one? Like, I'm sorry, it wasn't to your liking." And he was like, "Well, I mean, I would." It would be nice. But
cool.
So he wasn't saying like, "It's so disgusting, give me your manager," but he was like, it wasn't really what I expected.
No, a Karen would be like...
A Karen would eat it all and then be like, "This fucking sucked."
No.
Yeah.
What was that
That's-
movie that we watched?
Waiting.
They did that. Yeah.
Waiting.
No,
Yeah.
it would be like, I'm not done with my salad.
Oh, you know what it kind of reminds me of? You know those people who are like, like extremely on a budget, like the cheapest
where they reuse
people.
tissues
Where
and
the-
shit.
Floss and hanging up. to
Yeah,
your
I
eye.
feel like they would be like, "Hey, this sucks. Can I get something else?"
And put the old one in a box and hide it under the table.
Oh yeah.
The people that
Let's go to
okay,
the buffet
unless
and
your
only get
order.
one plate.
So unless I hate going out with people that send food back, I literally hate it because I worked in food service. I know it's not a hard job, but food service industry is pretty fucking stressful.
It's a delivery driver.
But still, no, yes, it is because I still made the food.
It is still food.
I still made the food. But it's just one of those things where sometimes it can be difficult, sometimes it's stressful. People are sometimes really serious about their fucking food. Like, this is not ranch dressing, it's a light ranch dressing, and I don't like light ranch.
One of my favorite phone calls that we got in the hospital. So we are in like the nutrition office, but we're not in the diet office. But I mean, it's so weird because they don't know where to put us, but it's okay. So we don't deal with like the food service side, but there can be dietitians that work in the food service side of the hospital. So we get a phone call, and I don't know how it gets transferred to us, no idea. And this guy literally calls, and he's like, oh my gosh, the most southern accent, but I can't do it. So y'all sent me this food and like I got the fish and it's black. You need to do something about it. I don't know what you're gonna do about it, but you need to do something about it. I don't know why it got sent to me. It's black. And it was like, what? Why are you complaining to us? Like, are you malnourished? Like, like to call the fucking cafeteria and get something else.
Sam would send it back if it was completely
That's what I'm
wrong.
saying. That's what I'm saying.
But it was like this guy, like it was like we don't deal with that department,
Right.
and he's just like calling to complain. Oh, it's black. You gotta do something about it. It's like, what do you want me to do about it? Give you a supplement?
Yeah. It's like complaining about. It's like complaining about your order and you're at Long John Silver's.
But you're
It's Long John Silver's.
You're complaining about your order at Long John Silver's, but you call fucking Mary Kay.
I'm dissatisfied with my fish sandwich. This is CVS. My fish taco was supposed to have Baja sauce, and it does not.
I know you guys also sell stuff. I know you guys also sell stuff, and you're not in the same department. But can you do something about it? What are we gonna do about it?
It's true. It's like going to McDonald's and you just like, my hamburger's wrong. You're like, sir, this is CVS. Like, I understand if you're
still customer service, but it's in the wrong.
Right. Do you need something to stop your diarrhea?
Like, I understand if you get a steak and you say I want it medium rare, and they give it to you well fucking done. That is something that I would definitely send back. But if your sandwich was supposed to have no mayo and it has mayo and you're not allergic, fuck you. Like, just scrape it off with a goddamn knife and fucking eat it.
I disagree with that though.
Bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Tomato. Maybe tomato. It's easier to take off tomato.
See, there's
or lettuce.
You would send a sandwich back for them to scrape off the fucking mayo?
A lot of people do that with pickles. They're like, I want this sandwich, but no pickles. And they're like...
Well, pickles leave residue juice.
Yeah.
And everything tastes like pickles.
People do that with tomatoes, too. They say, tomatoes leave a residue.
They do. If your fat face is eating a burger, you're going to eat your fucking burger.
I mean,
Who cares?
If you're fat, you got high cholesterol. Why does it even matter what you're eating anymore?
You better be eating them tomatoes and them pickles.
Yeah. You eat your vegetables.
Those are your only vegetables
I had vegetables today. French fries is a vegetable.
Oh, yeah.
Can you do something about this fish? It's black. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it, but I can't eat it, so you got to do something about it.
My favorite is when people go to restaurants like Texas Roadhouse and stuff, and Texas Roadhouse is good, but they're like, so I'm going to get the loaded baked potato and a side of French fries for my two sides.
Oh no, that's what I do. Vodka's a vegetable.
They're different. Baked potato and French fries is two different vegetable categories.
I have a friend and she does the same thing, and they're like, ma'am, do you know that's two different types of potatoes? Yes, I know! Stop attacking me for my choices!
But
I just really like potatoes.
One's baked and one's fried.
Yeah.
One's ketchup, one's butter. Different. They're different.
One you can add, both of you can add cheese too.
Well, and it's like getting two different types of fucking mac and cheese, but one's with shells and one's with Cavatappi.
Cavatappi?
Yeah.
That doesn't taste different. It doesn't taste
Just do double fries.
It's different mouthfeel.
Double fries.
No, you want fries, you pick up, eat. Baked potato, you
pick
don't
up,
pick up,
eat.
You cut it with your fork, and then you pick it up and you eat.
So you still pick it up and you eat?
But different ways, and it's a different mouthfeel.
Starch is your friend.
Starch.
This coleslaw's too wet. This coleslaw ain't wet enough.
Yeah. Anyway, that is the episode, everybody. We appreciate you guys so much. Again, thank you so much for downloading. Thanks for telling a friend. Go and rate and review us on whatever platform you listen to. Shout out to everybody who downloads the podcast, especially if you're new out there in like the Eastern Europe. We got Iceland now. Shout out to India, big OGs. Shout out to US, big OGs. We love you
Shout
guys.
out to that one homie over there in Iceland.
Was it the one in the Czech?
Yeah.
And
shout out to Czech. We got Australia now and New Zealand.
Thailand. Did you say Thailand?
No.
Indonesia?
Pakistan. Bangladesh. Belgium.
I don't know. Shout out to that one homie.
So shout out to everybody who downloads the show. We appreciate you guys. We love you. Of course, we couldn't do this show without you. So always remember to stay safe out there, everybody.
Shout out to the Philippines.
Yeah. Remember to always wash your hands, wash your motherfucking ass. Let's get out of here.
Bro, Cheyenne, thanks for coming on the episode. We appreciate it. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas.
And
happy holidays.
Happy holidays from the Flying Spaghetti Monster, everybody.
No, we're not that religion, Cody.
And touch your meatball.
Love you guys so much. We'll see you all next week. Like we said, you only get one episode each week, but we will come back at you after the new year with 2 episodes a week again. Go and get some Splitsville by 18th Street Brewing Co. And we have the Gospel of the Flying Spaghetti Monster coming up as the new book of the month. If you want to read it before it gets here, you can get it before the holidays. Do that. Love you guys so much. We will see you all next episode. Have a safe week, everybody. And remember, when life gets hard and life gets you down, you look to the Flying Spaghetti Monster and you milk that motherfucking noodly appendage. Peace.
Bye.
We out.